I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. I'm eating my citrus. You know, last week my eyes watered for 4 days. I looked like a daggone St. Bernard half the week. You know, eyes watering. Or what's that dog? It was a rescue dog. Well, that's what I feel like this week, the rescue dog. Last week I felt like an old drunk St. Bernard, eyes watering, red. You know, I do know, I hope everybody's warm and you have plenty of heat and you got your fuzzy pajamas on MLK Day if you're off work. But so many articles about cold and flu, and it's very, very dangerous right now. So we got to be careful out there, cold and flu. But I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, I put out a warning. Rose, did you put the warning out? Oh, I got a thumbs up. That's all I get, a thumbs up over a screen. Oh, my God. Anyhow, Rose put out a warning for the show that due to Dick Durbin, put Dick's picture up. Lying Dick Durbin, okay? The little sleazeball from Illinois ran out, called an audible. What's the playbook? He called Shitstorm 27 at the line of scrimmage, right? I'm sorry. Don't get mad at me. Do not get mad at me. I didn't do this, folks. Okay? I mean, we put a warning out that we really seriously do not want your children offended. Okay? We don't want them offended. We do not want your children to hear things that they shouldn't hear. That's actually why you don't vote for Democrats, anyhow, and put them in office. But anyhow, so Dick Durbin, we got the video ready. He comes out. He goes to the line of scrimmage. Put up, there's Dick Durbin. Put up Tom Cotton and David Perdue. I think it says Perdue Cotton, I think is the picture. Okay, here's Senator from Georgia, David Perdue. What will they write about him in history? Now, they're all dressed in black over at MSNBC. They're all dressed in black. It's a sad day. It's dark in this country. We did not realize we had gone back so far with such a racist president. And what will history write about this day? They're on there asking, they're bringing one African-American guest after another on, wanting to know, and they're all dressed in black. What will history write about in this day? What will they write about Senator David Perdue and Tom Cotton? What will it be written? So they come out and say, you know, I don't quite hear it this way. You know, I didn't hear it this way. I don't know if he said shit house, shit hole. I didn't quite get the concept. Durbin knows that. I'm going to tell you the points in a minute where Durbin had to call an audible at the line. All right? So Dick Durbin put his picture back up. He is met by these two senators right there. They, excuse me, please forgive me for that. They're not going to let him get away with chain migration. And I'm going to tell you the big one here. And they're not going to let him get away with it. They're not going to let him get away with just leaving the lottery system alone. So Durbin goes out to the media and he causes a real shit blizzard by calling an audible Shitstorm 27 at the line of scrimmage. Why are you mad at me? What the hell did I do, right? Oh, no, you kids haven't heard that, right? Take the earbuds out of the iPods and see what they're saying, all right? Anyhow, play the tape, Sam.
Democrats want to make a deal. I think they talked about DACA.
As Senator Graham made his presentation, the president interrupted him several times with questions, and in the course of his comments, said things which were hate-filled, vile, and racist. He used those words advisedly. I understand how powerful they are. But I cannot believe that in the history of the White House, in that Oval Office, any president has ever spoken the words that I personally heard our president speak yesterday. You've seen the comments in the press. I have not read one of them that's inaccurate. To no surprise, the president started tweeting this morning denying that he used those words. It is not true. He said these hate-filled things, and he said them repeatedly. He said, Haitians, do we need more Haitians? And then he went on when we started to describe the immigration from Africa that was being protected in this bipartisan measure. That's when he used these vile and vulgar comments, calling the nations they come from shitholes. The exact word used by the president, not just once, but repeatedly.
Okay, so Dick Durbin runs to the mic, calls an audible, says he called Haitians and Africans countries shitholes. And that has caused in the media a real shit blizzard, okay? Did you watch the 4 shows yesterday? I mean, they were taken back. You know, I have to tell you, you got to say Dickerson, Chris Wallace, and Chris Wallace Dickerson. I mean, George Stephanopoulos and Chuck Todd. I mean, could you not tell they all went to mass before the show and lit a candle for Donald Trump? Could you not tell that? I mean, they were so taken back. Okay, let me give you my impression. Maybe it didn't happen of Chuck Todd possibly in the studio before going live. Okay, now I'm not saying that, you know, Chuck might be a nice guy. He may not have done this, but here's my impression. Okay, they're not live, and here's Chuck F. Todd, and he's like, hey, what's with the effing lighting? Okay, what's with the effing glow on my head? All right, I mean, I went to the coffee pot to get some effing coffee, and the creamer's gone. I mean, is my mic effing working? I mean, did you see that effing show last night? Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We are all taken back and just destroyed by the vile, vicious comments, racist comments. We're talking about what America's up against with Donald Trump's shithole comments. Come on, right? So I'm not going to stay on that all day. But here's the point, all right? The point. Durbin comes out. He does all of this. Here's what happens. Folks, let's be clear. You got Senator Rand Paul. All right. You have senators like Rand Paul. I guess I didn't send you a picture of Rand Paul. All right, that's my bad. Okay. Dick Durbin had to call an audible. Why? You got senators like Rand Paul that said, I will compromise on the DREAM Act. And let's just go over that for DACA, okay? Consideration of deferred action for childhood arrivals. DACA, the DREAM Act, okay? Consideration for deferred action to childhood arrivals. All right, an executive order, an illegal executive order by former President Barack Obama. So you've got Rand Paul says, okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to compromise. So let's say Senator from Kentucky, and we all know that Rand Paul will stand up and filibuster if he has to. He will go. He is not soft on immigration in any way whatsoever. So Rand Paul says, let's say for this, for example, we're going to let 1 million people into the country, because we do, folks. Legally, we let people into this country every day. So Rand Paul says, let's say legally we're going to decide we're going to have 1 million people a year enter the country legally as part of our immigration plan. Okay, so let's say that for argument's sake. We're going to let 1 million people in. Here's what my compromise is. We set that number, and we set that number, 1 million. Then every year we back off 200. We only let 800,000 in. And we move 200 of the deferred childhood arrivals over into the legal. So that's what we're going to do. That's what Rand Paul says. 1 million we're going to let come in. And every year we're going to only let 800,000 until all of the deferred childhood arrivals are counted legal. That's our compromise. Oh, no, 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 no. Because the Democrats see that as minimizing possible vote content. Not dreamers. Votes. So that's one thing they couldn't take. Dick Durbin can't take that. So we'll take 200,000 every year and move over to the legal side until we use up, but it comes off the million that we say can come in. No, no, no. Democrats said we still got to let the million in and do all the dreamers on day one. Okay, that's one thing. Second, chain migration. Now, what the Democrats want is they want mom and dad. All right, this is a big one. The Democrats, this is why Durbin had to call an audible on Purdue, and I'm being very serious, and Tom Cotton. It's because Democrats not only want the children, but they want mommy and daddy. You see, we, soft-hearted, charitable Americans, okay, me included, are looking at each other and saying, okay, mom and dad snuck across the border. But the kid was 3, so what do? You got senators like Rand Paul saying, okay, we're going to work something out for the kid, right? The kid. We're going to work something out for the kid. No, 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 no. Democrats want mom and dad. They want that connection. Oh, yeah, that's why Durbin, and that's why, President Trump's like, hell no. Hell no. That's probably what he said. But see, that's what they want. They want mom and dad. Now, you stop and think about it, folks. I'm not being silly. All right? I am so tired of hearing, okay? I am so tired of hearing about us wanting to rip these poor children from their parents. I'm tired of hearing that. Every day in America, folks, there is DFACS that walks in to a home where we have people on opiates, okay, fentanyl, heroin, drugs, and they take the children out of the situation. Or mom and dad commit a crime and they take the children out. Child services take the children out. I don't hear you all across the country screaming and crying and kicking that some government agency is taking children away from their parents, ripping them away, or their parents are being arrested for some. Every day in America, right now as we speak, somewhere, parents are being arrested for something illegal, and the children are being taken to child custody services. Everywhere. So these parents broke the law. And the Democrats want to give them the pass. Also, we need to connect them. You break into Disney World. I said that earlier. You take mom and dad, all right? They knew they were breaking the law when they come across the border. Mom and dad knows that. They know they were sneaking across, or they would have went to the front door and knocked. They would not have gone to an area where a coyote, which I don't know if you know what that is, but one of their coyotes would have paid or trafficked them, put them through an area that, they could get through the fence. Or the majority that come in are not caught and sent back. So they know they're committing the crime. Mom and dad knew, folks. They knew that day they were committing the crime. Just like mom and dad that go maybe into a store today and shoplift. They know they're committing that crime, but they bring the children in. So they sneak into Disney World. That's what we are, Disney World. They sneak in. But here's the thing, is they ride all the rides for free. Government housing, welfare, WIC, whatever, healthcare. They ride all the rides for free. Then they get caught. Folks, if you got caught, Child custody services would come and take your kids and you would go to jail. No, not for Democrats. Not for Democrats. They want mom and dad to be connected to the DREAM Act. That's number two. They want mom and dad. All right? Chain migration. The RAISE Act. Chain migration. Border security. Border security. The RAISE Act. Chain migration. The lottery system. Okay? Folks, let me ask you a question. You may get upset. We got more slums in this country that Democrats have pushed our young black youth into. Absolutely. We have Gary, Indiana. We have the list goes on. You cannot talk about the slums in this country. What we've gone through in Detroit, Chicago. I mean, there's slums all over in this country that are just, garbage places that you can't go. There's somebody standing on the corner selling some kind of narcotic right now. But no, these people are the priority to the Democrats. They're voters. And Donald Trump said no. He said no. See, Donald Trump knows. Why do you think if Haitians, I don't have enough time in this show. You know the truth. What are some of the slums? Do I have some pictures? Just roll some pictures of anything that I think I put up. Chicago, slums, whatever in this country. Why do you think when Haitians or any of these people from South America, why don't they float their little makeshift rafts to Cuba? Why don't they float? Why don't they run towards Brazil? Why don't they just go to Mexico and stay? We have a situation here where you have the criminal, okay, Bill Clinton. You have a criminal like Bill Clinton, all right, that took all this money collected all this money for the Haitians. Go Google the Haitian, is it the Haitian government or the Haitian senator in their parliament or whatever that gave the speech about please do not let the Clintons come back to our country? The theft of the Clintons, what they did to the poor Haitian people. Why do we always take them in? Why do they float here? That's all I'm saying. Donald Trump wants to know why. Put up well, let me just stay on that for a minute, okay? Government's going to shut down in 2 days, right? The 17th. They want the DREAM Act. They want the DREAM Act, the Dreamers, all right? Donald Trump gets in a meeting with Dick Durbin that says, hell no. We're not taking everybody from every shithole country in the world. Maybe he allegedly said that. I don't know. Maybe he didn't. Maybe he did. I don't care. We're tired. Every time we take all these people from these shithole countries, guess what we do? We slam them. Do you think that these people from these alleged shithole countries come to America and move out to the suburbs? No. They go right into one of our shithole slums in our inner cities that continue to get worse and worse because we slam them right in there. And then we put them on all kinds of government assistance and make them available for everything. And guess what? Trump has watched that. You have watched that. I have watched that. We're tired of it. They don't move to the suburbs, folks. What do we need? What do we need? More cab drivers? Is that racist? So that's what we need, is more cab drivers? Come on. You look at your budgets. All they continue to talk about is increasing funding for opiate addiction treatment. Think about it. That's all you hear. So with the dreamers, we want to make a great deal for them. Not white or black kids. Need not apply. Okay? No dream for you on this day of Martin Luther King Jr.'s celebration of his life. No dream for you, young black youth in America. We have your vote. No dream for you, white kids. No dream for you. That has been set aside for these illegals that have come here. Okay? So that's important. But over here, for the others, what we want to do is give you government funding for opiate addiction treatment. That's what we need, more and more money. You know what? Before anybody else comes to this country, why don't we shut all the borders, close everything off, stop everybody from coming in, fix all of the shitholes that the Democrats have created in this country, stop opiates coming into this country, stop fentanyl from coming into this country, and stop it today, which the government could do if they would like to do it. Why don't we do that and clean up our act and get our kids straightened out and get our own youth, black, white, Hispanic, whoever is here, why don't we get all that cleaned up? Then we'll let you come in. And then we'll consider it. Because it's voters, folks. It's voters. That's what the Democrats want. I'm going to take a break. I've got to regroup because I can't add certain people into that conversation. Take a break, Sam. We'll come right back.
The Tupelo Tea Mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead. 'Tis the season of huge year-end discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Every 2017 and 2018 Chevy is discounted deep right now. Like $5,000 off Equinox LT from $26,750, or a whopping $10,000 off new Silverado Crew Cabs from $33,695. Unwrap huge holiday savings on every Chevy at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where we make the holidays bright.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
Hey, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Before we get to the, we did start the show with a warning, and we were very serious because the media has decided to make a big deal out of the word S-H-I-T, and they're appalled, taking back. I mean, even the UN is taking back, and such racist comments on such a historic day of Martin Luther King Jr. But anyhow, we're all just disgusted by the media and the fake news and what they've created. But we did put a warning. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We did put a warning on the show this morning that we may say things based on what took place this weekend and how the media is. Let's put up this tweet by Erick Erickson. That's what it says, Erick Erickson. Now, there's a couple things I would like to say. Could somebody please tell Erick Erickson to shut up? I mean, please, from me, okay? All right, remember Red State. Remember you remember when he fawned all over, what's that girl, Megyn Kelly? Remember? When Donald Trump was at the, at the debate, it said Megyn Kelly had blood coming from her eyes, blood coming from wherever. Remember that statement? And then everybody was so taken back and just appalled by those comments. They're always, with Donald Trump, it's a daily basis. Oh my God, I'm so caught off guard, okay? Anyhow, Erick Erickson in his Red State convention or his Red State gathering, remember, disinvited, sent to Donald a message, said, I would not want him to be around my daughter. I was just disgusted. So everybody came to town but Donald. And Erick had to deal with, he is the president. So his dislike for the president always seems to come out at the most opportune moments for this fathead to get some airtime on the national stage, all right? I'm sorry, yeah, I called him a fathead. You could call me one. I don't give a rat's whatever, okay? So anyhow, it's weird. It's weird, Erick Erickson said, that people in the room don't remember Trump using that word when Trump himself was calling friends to brag about it afterwards. Why didn't you call me Donald? You could have bragged to me. You could have called me and said, BKP, what do you think? And I'd say, Donald, way to go. It's about time somebody talked about these shitholes that we keep getting people from, right? Oh, my God. So the world ended there, right? So calling friends to brag about it afterwards. I spoke to one of those friends. The president thought it would play well with his base. Dun, dun, dun. He thought it would play well with his base. Oh, my God. Erick Erickson, please shut up. Could somebody tell this guy to shut up, okay? So, anyhow, let me see where it's at here. I'm getting to it. Conservative writer, Trump called friends to brag about S-hole country's remark. Okay? A conservative columnist, all right, called friends, this is from The Hill.
President Trump reportedly referred to immigrants from Haiti.
Sorry about that. A conservative columnist said President Trump called friends to brag after the meeting in which the president reportedly referred to Haiti, El Salvador, and African nations as shithole countries. This is it. This is the article. It's weird. It's weird that in the room, nobody doesn't remember Trump using the words when Trump himself was calling friends to brag about it afterwards. Okay? Erick Erickson, who has in the past been critical of Trump, said in a tweet, okay, I spoke to one of those friends. The president thought it would play well with his base. Trump faced widespread backlash and accusations of racism after a report he disparaged several nations during the meeting with lawmakers at the White House. You know what? The only thing we know to tell you is we hope you are so offended in Haiti. We hope you are so offended in El Salvador. We hope you are so offended in some of these countries that you will be, there's so much backlash in your country that you will no longer take our money as aid and you will stay where the hell you're at. I hope you are so offended you stay right the hell where you're at and you don't take any more of our money. I think every president, dictator, or whatever of these countries that are offended by the president's comments should come out and make a statement that you will no longer take our money and your people are just going to stay home. I hope your equivalent to State Department in Haiti and everywhere else puts out a notice right now telling your citizens a high travel alert. Do not travel to the United States. They are unfriendly. I hope that's what this did. So, you know what? Erick Erickson, shut up. Now, here's one more. I just got to get some of these people in, all right? Johnny Isakson. Oh, my God. Put up Johnny. Here's Johnny. Okay? Some of you don't understand that. So, here's Johnny Isakson, the second senator. The senator that I was wondering. I have made predictions that this senator would retire. Okay? I made predictions over and over, and I think it's time. I think it's time for Governor Nathan Deal. I think it's time for the Georgia Assembly down there in session. I think it's time for many of the GOP. I think it's time for the head of the Georgia GOP to call Johnny and say, Johnny, you need to come home. Come home, Johnny. We want you home. And reel him back in. GOP Senator Trump owes the people of Haiti and all of mankind an apology. Really? Senator Johnny Isakson, Republican of Georgia, said on Friday that President Trump owed the people of Haiti an apology after reports surfaced that he referred to Haiti and El Salvador and African nations as shithole countries. I mean, I'm not the one that caused the shit blizzard here, okay? All right? Didn't do it. And in an immigration reform meeting, okay, he owes the people of Haiti and all mankind an apology. Isakson told the Atlanta Journal-Constitution, that is not the kind of statement the leader of the free world should make. He ought to be ashamed of himself. If he did not make it, he needs to corroborate the facts and prove it and move forward. He should be ashamed of himself, Johnny said. Okay? Yeah, all mankind's owed an apology. But, wait a minute. Dick Durbin said, in the history of the White House, remember? Hey, Phil, in the history of the White House, not have we seen or heard, not have we heard in the history of the White House, LBJ, okay? He liked to go to the bathroom. Oh, what? You can't take this? You can't take it? What the hell? He was a low-life piece of garbage, LBJ. All right? Should have been brought up on crimes against the kids of this country for the Vietnam War. He used to go to the bathroom. Seriously. And sit in there. And have McNamara and his staff outside holding a meeting while he was whatever. Come on. Dick Durbin, in the history of the White House. You know, there's an old saying. In the history of the White House, think about it. There's an old saying, actions speak louder than words. I think you can corroborate those with Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky. All right? I think maybe the actions were a lot louder than the words that day in the Oval Office. For you out there, the history of the White House. Come on, folks. Get real. Anyhow, where was I at? Let's see. Isakson's got to go. That's the one. I wanted to do that one, okay? Let's see. Do I have anything else? John Lewis. Put up John Lewis. I got to get through these because we got to talk about Hawaii. And we got to talk about Amazon. And we got to talk about just anything else that comes to mind. So John Lewis, he will not be going to the State of the Union address, okay? Now, the Democrats will wear black. They will stand up and turn around, a group of them. They will not cheer. Nothing. And John Lewis is leading the way with crazy, mentally unstable lawmakers that will not attend the State of the Union address, all right? Will not attend. Leading the way. But this guy is getting the Presidential Medal of Honor there by Barack Hussein Obama, okay? And has the nerve to say he won't go to the State of the Union address. And Federico, what's her name? Federico, whatever, the woman with the hats or whatever, the crazy lady. And Maxine Warren. What about the dude, Hank? Remember Hank said the island would tip over island, Hank? But he, you know, come on. Anyhow, so that one I wanted to get out there. Let's see, what else do I have this morning that I want to get out before I move on. We got Al Sharpton out there on MLK Day. Put up Al. Who do you like better? You know, the fat Al or skinny Al, all right? So they brought in, MSNBC brought in Al Sharpton this morning, and he's wearing his black suit, and it's a sad day, all right, for the liberal media. All right, then I got, now there's a major discussion, okay? Okay, now some of you will not understand this because you're too young to understand. We have the, you know, Josh Dorsey tweeted out, is it the shithole or shit house? Can you put that up? You got that? Okay. White House official told me, this came from a White House official, told me there is debate internally on whether Trump said shithole or shit house. Perdue and Cotton seem to have heard latter, this person said, and are using to deny. So they're saying that Trump said, why do people keep coming from these shithouse countries? So that is, they're out to deny. How concerned are you? Okay. All right. I think that needs to be enough on this subject for right now. Let me see if I got any articles out there. GOP senator, we talked about that. Johnny Isakson, I'm saying, needs to retire. What else do we have? Okay, let's see what is up here. Okay, no more shitstorm articles on this website. And DACA. Folks, you need to call your senator, and you need to call your senator and your congressman today, okay? And tell them that if they choose, now this is up to you, you may not be okay with the deferred children arrivals. You may not be okay with them having any pathway. That's your business. But if you do, if you have, there's two things you need to tell your congressman or your senator today, okay? That if they agree with some sort of action for childhood arrivals, DACA, all right, then one, you demand, say it nicely though, you demand that however many, like Rand Paul said, 200,000 a year come off the number of legal immigrants we let in the country. All right? Demand that, like Rand Paul said. I hope you understand what I just said. All right? That it comes off the number we allow in. That's number one. You demand that mom and dad do not get a deal in this. You demand that. That if you want to do something for the children of the criminals. Now, I know what you're thinking out there. There's many of you out there thinking, well, the kids are criminals too, okay? Look, I'm just telling you right now, if you're trucking through one of the big box stores, we won't give a name, and you decide to put something in your shirt or put something in your jacket, just saying, and you're holding the hand of a 3-year-old kid, and you go to walk out the door, and security says, hey, what do you got in your jacket? And the next thing you know, you're off to jail. I don't think the 3-year-old kid just looked up and said, Mommy, what are you putting in your jacket? Maybe Daddy, what the hell? I screwed up there. Hey, Mommy, Daddy, what the hell are you putting in your jacket? Well, they wouldn't say what the hell, hopefully at 3 years old, but they might, okay? They may say, damn it, what the hell are you putting in your jacket if they're 3, because 2, they're not talking that well yet, okay? So anyhow, what are you putting? Then the police come. The kid, they don't do nothing to the kid. They put the kid in, the Child Protective Services. So come on, folks, let's not argue that. So if we got a 3, 4, if you got, I better not use Hispanic names, because that may be taken as a racist comment. But yeah, you got Jose, all right? And you got Jose and his wife, which I never understood the wife's name, okay? So you got Jose and his wife, and they bring a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 6-year-old into the country, okay? Jose and his wife, okay? Whatever her name is, all right? They cannot be connected to this. You got to demand that. So you demand 200,000 a year come off the legal immigration that we're going to take in the country. You got to demand mom and dad do not get in. They do not get a tag. They do not get tagged in with the kids. Do not. All right? Period. All right? 3, tell them that all of this has to be tied to no voting. Dreamers could come in and their kids in this country can vote. Their kids can vote, but they cannot. That is the one big penalty. Watch what happens. You have to have border security on the southern border. You want money for the wall. You want to end the lottery system as we have it now. Chain migration, okay? You want that. Put it all together. Call today. I'm telling you, this is the one. This is the one thing that can completely end the country. I'm serious. I know you don't like that comment, but it is the one thing. Okay, let's move to something else because I could go on about that. I may say something else about that, but I'm not going to right now, okay? Oh, wait a minute. Did you already end that? That's okay. We have some tweets from the president. Statement by me last night in Florida. This is from the President Donald Trump. I'm going to go ahead and go with these tweets. Statement by me last night in Florida. Honestly, I don't think the Democrats want to make a deal. They talk about DACA, but they don't want to help. That's right. Durbin called an audible. They don't want to help. We are ready, willing, and able to make a deal, but they don't want to. They don't want security at the border. They don't want to stop drugs. They want to take money away from our military, which we cannot do. My standard is very simple. America first and make America great again. I want to stop the drugs, okay? I want to stop the drugs. I'm serious as can be. I don't want just more money in the budget for opiate, fentanyl, heroin addiction treatment. I want to stop it, and we can do it. All right. What happened in Hawaii? In that segment, if you haven't already,